Hello and welcome to the Big Fish Theory. We are back now after a 2-0 win away at Forest. We ain't conceded a goal in bleeding ages. Dan James scores first. It's a lovely little work run through. He takes it quite well. His first touch is a little bit over it, but plays it in through well. And second goal is a mad scramble. It looks like they've got it as an own goal. Nico Williams' own goal, but I thought it was Justin's goal, to be honest with you. But realistically, we're looking very solid. The substitutions, we looked even more solid. And what a great start to the season. How are you feeling, Father?
Feeling really positive. So that was a really good performance. I thought first half we got that wings really well. Put some lovely balls in. We are actually doing out with them. And at second half, I don't think they laid a glove on us, really, did they? I thought we defended well. I thought Aronson made a bit of a difference as well, actually, Aronson. Made some good runs. A lot of positives, I think. New lad played. What can you say? That's 2 clean sheets, two wins, and fucking get it. Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, I agree. I think Aronson coming on, he actually played quite well in the small spaces, which obviously he struggles with a little bit. He overplays it. But he played some lovely balls. And I'd just like to mention Ampadu throughout the entire game. Like, those little chip offers that he does to clear space. And he's just a fantastic captain to have. Now you've got James Justin again, bombing up and down. That Joe Rodon tackle. I mean, Chris Wood's through. Rodon, 50, 60-yard dash to get back and makes that challenging. What did you think of Nico Elvedi, apart from getting him where that Stach free kick? Apart from that, what did you think?
I thought he played well. I thought he were okay. Looked really decent on ball. Controlled it okay. Yeah, I was impressed with him all, to be honest with you. I think if you break game down, I'm a bit disappointed probably. Nemecha, I thought should have gone on 1 or 2 balls into the box. Put some lovely, that one from Okafor, lovely curling. Somebody's going to be at the end of that. But I think there are a lot of positives again. I thought, obviously, Trafford's save, that quick reaction save from Wood down to his left. That was a good save. A lot of positives. Yeah, you can't. What can you say? We started off season really positive. It could be worse. Could be a Forest fan.
There's the other one from Aina as well, where he's definitely going to cross ball and he just slips. But also at that moment, Trafford's made the move. He's ready to push himself into that position for cross, and he just changes his body, and that's a fantastic save again. And you feel so safe. He comes out for every corner that he's got space to do so. I think it's just such a wonderful. I don't know. We're never going to concede a goal again.
It's all-round game.
Just Mremovic.
It's his all-round game.
Sorry? Yeah.
It's his all-round game.
He's so comfortable.
You're right.
Yeah.
You get goalkeepers who are good shot stoppers, but not so good in air, and you'll get some that's not so good in air, but good shot stoppers. His all-round game's really good, isn't it? Although his kicking were a bit iffy for Steve. He did put a few out.
He has his moments, but also there were a few balls back to him that were a bit dodgy.
Oh, yeah. You're going to get it anyway, aren't you? He's a goalkeeper, isn't he?
Yeah.
What
did you think to Tanaka? Because for me, I thought it was fantastic. I thought his interplay were wonderful. These little one-touch back and forward. He covered quite a lot of space. But then that yeller again, for just a stupid yeller. He lost ball, he got caught on it. Again. And I don't mind if he's playing that far forward. You give him same sort of rope as what you give Okafor. That if it don't work out every time, but he is trying to turn ball and he's trying to interplay like that, then you're all right with it every now and again.
Yeah, I thought he started the game really well, actually. But then he comes in pockets, doesn't he? Plays really well for a bit, and then he'll get something stupid away, which it cost us today, so it don't matter really. But it cost him at World Cup, didn't it? He did exactly the same thing at World Cup. Yeah. I think he cost Japan, didn't he, against Argentina? He get ball away, didn't he?
He got caught on ball, yeah.
He got caught on ball. I think a lot of positives. I thought similar set, the Metcher, in and out, really. I mean, he's like Calvert-Lewin, but not as good. And then I thought Justin played well. He got down really well. I thought Trafford, new lads played well. Rodon's Rodon, isn't he? I mean, it's just brilliant.
He was fantastic.
Only thing is, I did think, I was surprised that nobody got sent off because Forest had lost it last 10 minutes. They were throwing some stupid tackles. One of their players, actually, I think he could have got sent off because he'd already been booked. I think it'd been a league
also
game,
defensively,
maybe.
Murillo were getting confused with where Diomande were going to be, and you just saw that he got confused where Williams were going to be, and you just saw that the Reds had gone completely, because obviously for us when it first gets, but they've just played Leeds twice. Now Leeds, no matter what, for most people, obviously we know what we've done, we know how we finished season, we know what happened from December onwards, but most fans just see where you finish position wise. And all right, Leeds have gone up and then they finished 14th, and Forest are thinking, it's that first season, blah, 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 but we should be building back up. We've got Glasner, he's done what he's done in Germany, he's done what he did with Palace, he won Europa League, didn't he? So and then he wins FA Cup with Palace. So they're thinking, right, we'll get that stability back. Last season were mad. Then they come to Leeds, and arguably, in all fairness, you'd say that they were probably edging as better side in first game. And then obviously that Stach free kick sorts it out. You come into this, we made 6 changes, they made 5. Then, second half, you've pretty much got both first team squads out, and they've absolutely edged gone. And we're completely in control of that game. Thought Longstaff were poor at times, to be not poor. I don't want to be on his back and I don't like that, but I think through pre-season he really were looking at getting a start. He should have scored. And he should have scored. But he does play ball through. He slips back through, doesn't it? And he plays ball through for James. That it's him that comes back and sort of steals ball, but actually they just kept giving ball to us, didn't they? If maybe it would have been similar as well.
We do work hard. We work hard and we press hard as well, which obviously puts them into mistakes. They make mistakes. We end up getting ball back. First half, made a few wrong decisions, really. I thought some lovely, James put a couple of lovely balls in, but should have gone in at 1-0.
A couple of poor balls early, didn't he? And then improved.
And then he improves, Could have gone 1-0 up, really, first half. But then I thought second half, same as you say. I'll tell you what I do think as well, Ad, with managers. I think it's that continuity. Everybody knows Farke. They're all signing new contracts. Why is that? Because they're happy at the club. You can see it I said to our young'un, you can see it on their faces. They're actually happy to play. They're smiling at each other. Even when it's no to piece, they're looking and the Mets is laughing and they're laughing at, I think it's a very happy place to be, Elland Road at present. And then they interviewed, I can't remember who they interviewed before the game. And he says, I love it. You can see that they're happy there. And I do think it's that continuity. And a team like Forest, you're saying, if he loses another 3 or 4 games, he's going to be, as good a manager he is, and we all know he's a good manager, he's going to be under massive pressure. Well, he's probably going to be sacked.
I were hoping for a song for his getting sacked in morning, but they
were singing it. Yeah, did you hear them?
I didn't hear it on our
they were singing it. They were singing it getting sacked in the morning. They were singing it.
Didn't you fancy it as an away game, to be honest? Because obviously, I know you applied for away game for league.
Ian applied for tickets for us, but we didn't get them. So
it's part and
parcel. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't for away games, but because
it's not like back in our day. Well, my day.
No. To be honest with you, in old days, I'd have gone in there and it wouldn't have bothered me. We
did it at Barnsley, didn't we? I remember that. And I jumped up for a third goal and I thought we were going to get lynched.
Did it at Sunderland, Barnsley. Wednesdays, it were every time we went to Wednesdays, we were in their end. Used to meet up with about 28 lads. You'd meet up in corner. But what they did in them days, they'd fetch your heart. They'd fetch your all the way out. You knew you'd get it Leeds then because you stood. So they fetch your heart, walk you around and chuck you in your own end. That's what they did. I remember, but I'll tell you what, a little story. If Jeff listens to this, he'll remember it. We were at Wednesdays and went in their end. When we licked them 6-1, we won title in 92. And we licked them 6-1, absolutely mullered them at their ground. And all Wednesday fans had gone except for this one fan and went 6 goal got in. He got this pucker pie and he threw it and he tipped Jeff on back at the end. But of course, we didn't get shit like we'd won. But in old days, just went in there and you couldn't get a ticket. It's so hard now to get a ticket for, and if you drop out like we did, because Lorraine had her illness, and then after, because we did all away games up to COVID, and then after COVID, wife had a bad illness, you know yourself, so, and then couldn't leave her alone, and then we dropped out a thing but I shall go see what we write next round, and probably go all be well.
Well, there's still, I think next round, if I'm right, next round there's still teams that are in Europe. They're not in it until round.
They're not
after.
in it. No, I think or do they come into it third? I can't remember.
Yeah,
I mean, we do all home games. I think
it's round after, but regardless,
we do all home games. What were your
Declan Rice's dirty sock moment at a game?
Said that to our Jordan actually. With Declan Rice's dirty moment, and it was what was it now? Nemetri tried to flick it, and we lost ball. Did you see it when it come over to him? He kind of came over and he went to it, and he was in mid-air, and he flicked it with his back foot. But if it had worked, it would have been brilliant. But it didn't work.
Yeah.
And they run away with ball.
Shot on goal though, weren't it? When it got pulled back and he tried to backheel it in, sort of like.
Yeah. Well, we should have scored there again.
But for me, it was James Justin's celebration, because obviously at that moment he thinks he's got the goal of this scrambled.
He has got the goal, I think.
But his celebration is just this like, bleeding hell, that were a stinky goal. That was his celebration. Like, that's a poor goal.
It showed you on TV that the ball, it was just on line. Actually, just warned over fully over line, because we thought Nemetri had scored it. It came back. Nemetri hit it. It kind of rolled. They're playing it with his head.
It's ball.
Yeah, you are. No, he didn't. Does
I'm
it?
not sure
kind of
Nemetri even gets ball.
And then it comes to Justin and he whacks it in like so. I thought
it's funny and all, isn't it? Because it's Ampadu's throw and it slips.
But he didn't try it right. He didn't try it right, did it? It kind of slipped. Yeah. Because that's another rule, they're not allowed to use towels now.
Yeah,
you've got to use your shirt.
They haven't got time as well. There's I think it's 8 seconds that you've got to take throwing.
But it worked for us today. I mean, it worked for him. I mean, goal come from it again. Indirectly, but goal come from it, throwing. I mean, he missed throwing. It went up in air, but it eventually got through. And but take the game as a whole. They had first 10 minutes probably, and then we settled right down, and we were getting, even when they were playing well for us in first 10 minutes, we looked really good on break, I thought. We were quick, we were fast, but then we grew into the game really well. Finished that first half strongly. Then second half started it strongly again. They came into the game and they made changes, came into the game, but he did make changes and it changed game again, didn't it? And we never looked in bothered at. I mean, other than that save, you never thought these are going to win this game. Never.
Yeah. They especially first goal went in, they fell apart. So let's get on to Brentford then. We'll do Brentford pre and Brentford coming up a weekend.
That's going to be.
They beat Birmingham. Last I saw, 6-1.
Right, and they licked Tottenham. So that just shows you, doesn't it? You go into the season, right, and you think, win there. That's how you do it. And then reality kicks in. You think, chuffing out Brentford, they're playing well.
All right. Can I ask you a question then? Because this is the way I'm looking at it. Right, Brentford a good side. No against Brentford. Brentford, middle of the road side, like Leeds, but they're well organised. In fact, actually watching that game, they're incredibly well organised. They'll be taking some breaking down. But how long do you have to finish just above relegation zone to be considered relegationish? Right, so we'd say Fulham chance of relegation, Palace chance of relegation. We did as league tables what we thought. We said beginning of last season, West Ham chance of relegation. Right? How long does it have to be till Spurs finish down there and just keep pissing money up wall before you say, all right, maybe at some point it could get relegated? We're saying about Newcastle now, right? Who what better side against Liverpool?
Yeah,
and then
they were
I mean, Liverpool, don't get me wrong, I think they had something like 20 shots, but I didn't feel that way when I watched the game, right? I think that a draw were probably about fair, and we all thought Newcastle were going to be in a lot of trouble. How long do the Spurs have to be down there before you consider them to be like what you considered West Ham, Fulham and Palace?
Well, it's a funny thing, isn't it, because you look at last season and Liverpool, I think, didn't they go 9 games unbeaten, right? And I was talking to a Liverpool fan. And, we're going to win title. And I couldn't see anybody. I couldn't see anybody winning title of a Liverpool. They'd obviously won it season before. And you thought, yeah. And then all of a sudden it fell apart for them. They were looking to qualify for Champions League in the end. That's the beauty of this game. That's why these... I mean, I listened to him, Merson, on Saturday. Paul Merson, he were on Sky Sports. And he got a bit of in it. He was just, this is rubbish. He was doing Leeds game against Forest. And he'd no appreciation for actually, what kind of game it was and what strategy we put there. He just sat down there and he moaned constantly, this is rubbish and, these are going to denote. And I thought, and one of the blokes said to me, I can't remember who it was, said, well, actually, Leeds, are a strong side. They're a physical side and you've got to give him a bit of credit. And he didn't at all. These pundits, right? So you've got people like him, Merson, that's on all this big money. Let's be honest, right? Who's as thick as a pig shit. I mean, he is. He was a player.
As far as I understand about his career, is that he got done for gambling for something.
Well, he threw all his money away. Threw every penny.
If anybody's pissing away, well, you win your career, sunshine.
Yeah. I mean, a good player, don't get me wrong, but as a manager, he was shite. Went to Walsall, absolutely mullered Walsall. They were shite after he went there, if I remember right. And yet, as pundits, right, Arsenal's going to win league and Man City are going to do this and blah, blah, blah. They don't give credit to any other side. They just go with norm. Yeah. What we think of it top 4, Tottenham spent all this money. That means they're going to be brilliant. Well, actually, no. They did it last season, if you remember. They spent a fair few quid. Yeah, season before, going into last season. And they were still shit.
Yeah, but this season, they're looking about 400 million quid they're going to have spent.
I know. Well, look at Man United. Look at Man United.
Case in point, though. 2 questions for you, right quick, right?
Yeah.
As you said earlier about Leeds, and then we'll get on to Brentford. As you said earlier about us, right? And you were on about everybody's got smiles on the face. You can see that they're happy to be there. We've got that lovely club culture. Now, every podcast I've listened to kind of a little bit pro Mudryk coming. And I'm not. I'm thinking, right, all right, fair enough. He's a pacey player 2 years ago. He hadn't played football for 2 years. Yeah. But before you even get into whatever happened with this drugs test and then he's clear later or whatever, right, because his levels were too high, that's not a settling human being at all. The things he said about Polish people online, like this is not something I want to introduce into this squad at all. I don't think we need that kind of personality in the slightest. Regardless of how good he were. I won't want Richarlison to come in, for instance. If they give us Richarlison for 20 million, I'd turn it down. Because I don't want that kind of personality.
I won't have him for 20p. I won't have him for 20p. He's a miserable bastard. He's mad.
I feel the same about Mudryk.
And he's a bit selfish as well with his play.
Yeah. Right, anyway. So, I've got a couple of questions for you. For one, are you a little bit fearful of playing Brentford then?
I'm fearful all the time. I mean, Premiership's an hard league, It's best league for a reason. Though. It's a best
They were good
league.
as well against Spurs. As poor as Spurs were, they were very good. I saw a game.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was saying about, you look at Man United, we're going to, we'll talk about Brentford in 2 seconds, but that Man United game, I said Carrick all along, I think he's going to be one of the first managers to get sacked. Right. Well, maybe not after Forest results today, but because I watched that game against they were poor. I mean, it wasn't just that all played well. Man U back 4 were shite.
Yeah.
And if like that,
I felt that about Forest a bit in second half, to be honest.
Yeah. So I think let's wait and see. But am I worried about Brentford? Yeah, I'm worried about every time we're worried tonight. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to see what they're doing with ground actually when we get to ground, because obviously they're rebuilding ground. They're doing work behind West Stand, aren't they? Building up or wherever they're doing. And I'm worried. Yeah, I am.
I'm more worried about Sangare.
You know what I think it is? I think because all years it passed and all this lot, we what's happened with Leeds. Everybody, not just my generation. I mean, we had it in 80s, but you all had it in 2000s and then through to when we got promoted first time. it's that negative thing. No matter how good they are and how good they can be, you still got it at back of your ear. Then they're going to balls it up.
I just don't see it. I think we've got that stability. We've got that squad togetherness. We've got a good squad. We're going to add to it as well. I think with Brentford, it's that I'll be looking at it and I'm worried about Sangare and I'm worried about Coyote as well, right back. Like, I think he scored third goal, against Spurs. But they've again picked out some wonderful players, right? Now you go Thiago, who's a great header at ball. I worry about less because you've got Biol, Rodon, and Muramovic. We're all very capable headers at ball. I wouldn't underestimate him, and I know he missed that penalty against Spurs. But obviously, I think he was third leading goal scorer last season. But I think we've got it in us again. Not only again like last season with Chelsea and obviously just losing by a goal to Man City both times, but Liverpool as well took 2 points off Liverpool. Beat Man U. Like, not only do we have it in us and we've improved to compete with these sides, they're all in a bit of turmoil because absolutely everybody, apart from Arsenal, who will probably top us again, no worries. But apart from Arsenal, everybody's in a transitional period. And those transitional periods tend to, especially in Premier League, tend to end in 2 months where everybody gets bleeding fired, right? And we ain't got that. And we've improved. And defensively, we are solid. Arsenal won't beat us 5-0 again. No way. And don't get me wrong, we'll probably lose to Arsenal, but they'll not paste us. We'll not get pasted by anybody this way.
No, I agree with that. I still think last season tactically got it wrong. In first game, definitely.
But he had to learn as well. Same as progression.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you. Oh, yeah, he'll learn. I'm hoping he learns. I mean, he learned against Man City, didn't he, after the first half, and he changed it. There are a lot of Leeds fans, don't forget. We all like Farke and stuff. A lot of Leeds fans fairly pissed off with Farke. At the beginning of the season, we're making substitutes on 70th minute. We weren't fetching on early enough. I were at Sunderland game when we played Sunderland at home, lost 1-0, screaming out to change it at half time, and we didn't. We lost game 1-0. Then again, we should have won. There are a few games like that. Everton away, do you remember? When we absolutely mullered Everton 1-0 up and Everton got back in game instead of changing it. We left it, they scored. And they went, So we did have issues with him. But I do think you're right. I think he's learned.
Look at issues that every other club's having.
Oh, right? Yeah, I agree with you. I ain't got an issue. Listen, I think Farke's brilliant and he's done a really good job. But let's not wipe over, first half of last season.
Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect.
No. You have to learn. And it's not just the players that have to learn, it's the managers that have to learn. He's got into Premiership, right, for a second time, but first time it didn't last long, he got sacked. Second time, obviously, went up. But I do think this time, I think he's learnt. And I do think that. I don't think it's just the players that have to learn in new systems. I think managers do as well. And certainly when they come into Premiership, they've given him time, 49ers, and he's proved himself to be a good manager. And everybody's happy. Yeah. I'm happy with him. I do like him. The only thing is
squad happiness. Some of these players that we're pulling out as well. I mean, bleeding hell. Biol last season, and you're thinking, all right, and I did a deep dive on him, and I thought, looks pretty capable for level we're at. Fantastic. Right, Muramovic, I'm going to love him all season, no matter what happens. Tanaka, 2.5 million, comes while we're in Championship. Like, these players that we're plucking out, and Calvert-Lewin, keeping him fit, and don't get me wrong, that's not just Farke, but you're rolling dice on some of these players, and if I'm looking back at players that we've rolled dice at that didn't work out, it's Buonanotte, that's it. It's the only one I can think of that didn't contribute something. James Justin, who absolutely every single Leicester fan, I can't hear them anymore because they're so far fucking down tables, but every Leicester fan was saying, today. I can't believe we've got you. I know. They've absolutely had it. And do you know what? I would have never had note against them if it weren't for going down on motorway and putting up all big signs and all that sort of shit. And then you think, right, now you've got a fucking enemy. And it'd be nice to have an enemy, but we'll never play the fuckers again, will they? Because they've absolutely capitulated. They've done Leeds. They've done a Leeds. That's exactly what they've done. Apart from there's no such thing as doing a Leeds anymore. Leeds are falling apart again. I haven't heard anybody sing it for a while. In fact, I certainly haven't heard anybody sing it this year.
Leeds fans were singing it today.
Yeah, I heard it then. That's why it reminded me. And I'm like, So we are incredibly comfortable. We're going to improve as well because no matter what, there's still money to spend, and they will. It's just that
It could be interesting, Ad.
I don't
as
think
well.
it should be Mudryk.
No, it could be interesting as well with goalkeeping situation because we're on countdown now. We're coming towards end of transfer window, and we're still, there's still not. Normally, there's a bit of talk about somebody coming in or a goalkeeper coming in with no.
They were, but then they're staying there, and it's moving.
Gone very quiet on that
then
end.
Perry won't go anywhere. Yeah, well, but then Perry won't go anywhere.
No, he won't. No, they'll keep him.
End of story. And look, we bought him, we paid him. He'll probably then, when it's actually passed, and not that, because we're clearly not going to let him leave until we've got somebody else through door, because he's already done his medical at Torino. Yeah. So then, and I think there's a French side, I think it might be Lens that we're looking at nipping in. So then we're clearly not going to allow him to go until we've got somebody else. So if we don't get anybody else, then he's staying. End of story. And he'll play in cup games. Which we're still in.
With that. Yeah. I mean, he's playing Trafford now because he needs that bit of time done to get to know team, get to know structure, get to know his back four and everything. So I think that's why I played him today. Otherwise, I think if we had had a number two, we'd have just played number two straight away. I don't think Trafford.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, but you're not going to play Keynes.
So anyway, right. So let's get on to Brentford game. What do you think?
I think we'll beat them 2-1. I think it'll be first time we'll concede. Having
Ampadu for
played one game. No, I think Ampadu is started moving forward, but he's because he's taking alt throw-ins and he's not in a back box. No, I'm not doing that anymore. What I'm going to do...
Well, I'm going to have him because he'll score Saturday.
yeah, probably. Yeah, that's how it'll go. Would you say, from today, who would you say has put the Sens in contention to start?
Oh, I thought Okafor might have, but I don't think so. I think Anderson will start. James, I don't think James will start. Back four, will you play Biol? Yeah, I think he'll start. I don't think you'll see much change from last Saturday, to be honest with you, lad.
I think Okafor did enough to start over Aronson.
I don't.
I think he's still... Although what I would say is that usually we're mentioning him flagging on 70th minute, but just before he got took off, he's trying to beat him down dead ball line. I don't think he ran out of steam this time.
No, I like Okafor, but I just think that Daniel Farke likes Aronson more.
Yeah, I know. What I don't understand as well, because I thought today might be a chance that they were going to either use Wilson or Okafor in like an experimental number 10, because now we're playing two inside forwards behind Nemecha and then Calvert-Lewin. But I really thought that were going to be a moment that we're like, look, maybe we'll try it this way and see if that number 10 can be solved without actually purchasing a number 10, because Okafor's played in that position before. Wilson's played in that position before, both incredibly capable of doing it. And there's, I don't know how Stach's going to be on ball, because he just needs to get up to speed a little bit. He didn't go to World Cup. It's been a while since he played a competitive game of football. That free kick was fantastic. It was good again when he come on today.
Yeah.
But, he were obviously at Forest gear ball a little bit away, playing ball behind other players instead of into lines. But that's, it's first game of the season. So you're not going to read too much into that. But thought Tanaka, if he didn't take that yellow, I thought Tanaka would have really put himself into contention. But that yellow was stupid.
I think it's same side, other than any injuries, but same side as it was Saturday. Until Gudmundson's back, obviously.
Yeah, which we will miss,
Yeah, but I think it'd be same side as Saturday. I'll be very surprised if it didn't. I think players have done well. I mean, I thought James played well when he came on. Have they done enough to get it squad? It's not what me and you think, it's what Farke thinks. We all know he loves Addison. He's obviously like either sleeping with his wife or something. Saying, no, look, you can play Saturday.
I think basic way to play it is you come to, Brentford are coming to our place. First home game at season, everybody will be bouncing, will be out, and then Trafford, and then Muramovic, then they'll see, and Wilson. I mean, Wilson's obviously been there a few times, but then they'll see what Leeds United's all about. That passion, that veracity. I do think Brentford, it's only one game, two games, because obviously they've just gone and done that to Birmingham, who aren't a bad side. But I think, Igor Thiago, we've kept him quiet before. I don't think I worry about him as much. Sangare, he looked good. And Coyote, because breaking down that line, he'll be right back overlapping. And I think you can't have Justin marauding up lines anymore there. His job's just to keep his eye on that. You know what I mean?
I think it's going to be tight, mate. I think
more structured.
It could be 1-0, or maybe even a draw. I do think that, and I think I'll have that. To be honest with you,
I'd take a draw as well. If I took 4 points from Forest and Brentford at the beginning of the season, home and away.
I mean, you want to win your own games. Don't get me wrong. You do want to win your own games, but what that result did Saturday, it took a little bit of pressure off actually first game. Because if we'd have lost that against Forest, and we had to win it, then you'd have gone in and you didn't want to be going in with 2 losses, do you? So
there'd be a lot more on this as well.
But we're a good side,
obviously.
Actually. Yeah, we're a good side. So let's see. I hope so. And I mean, I'm gonna go 1-0. I think we'll look at 1-0.
I'm gonna go 2-1, and I'm gonna have Wilson gets his first goal.
And we'll go Ampadu just because you had Ampadu every game last season and you didn't win a penny.
All right, then we'll finish it there, and I'll speak to you on Sunday afternoon.
Shan't be back from match till about what time we kick off? 2, so 3, 4, about 5 o'clock.
No worries. I'll chuck wife and kid in the room.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just make sure they're out of the way.
All right then, love.
I'll get John will be on it as well. He can do it.
Lovely jubbly. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks very much for joining.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
The Big Fish Theory, a Leeds United podcast.